Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Spartans. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll pull it down. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Tar Heels are on the move. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. Got the first down and more. At the 20, he's got space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Now, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Using his feet to buy time. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UNC!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy
picked off. What a play to set him up. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running.
The Hokies will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A quick pass on the left.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. This guy's always a big part of the game plan, and they get him involved right off the bat.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Your best players should touch the football the most. First play out the gates. I know I got a big-time advantage, big-time wide receiver. Get him the football, make the gain. I expect we'll see a lot more of that throughout this football game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Steps away to find some room. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Pulls it in inside the 10.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth. Sneaks it in.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch on the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. A little release to the back. And into the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Penn State! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sparks. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Fires on the move. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. It puts so much pressure on a defense when a quarterback can get out of the pocket like that and has a chance and is willing to take a chance to try to make a big play downfield.
And that's why defensive ends have to keep contained. You got to keep that rabbit in the cage, right? You can't let him outside the cage, let him start roaming, because now it opens up my defense for big-time plays. They didn't get stung by it this time. The quarterback didn't find it to be open, couldn't make a completion, but you got to keep that guy in the pocket.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's the pressure. He's got an open man. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Second and goal for this offense. They'll run the quarterback sneak. The sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They marched 78 yards down the field. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Coming out with it, it's Barnes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. At the 35, he's open. Into the secondary on the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback making checks. That one comes out hot down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Cunningham. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration.
Big guy tries to go in. Touchdown, Penn State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it down the right side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Found the spot in the defense. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Nowhere to go with the run down. He goes at the 39.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Now the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Underwood. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Sparks. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see...
He's going for a big play downfield. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Fletcher. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give on the option. Spins away from the defender. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throwing on the run. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And that shows you the importance of the run game and balance on offense. They run the football. Next play, they come back. Safeties, linebackers, bite on the run, opens up the big pass down the field. He catches it, and he glides into the end zone for 6.
They'll line up to go for 2. They'll go to the air. Looking to scramble. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal.
And that's a sneaky big 2-point conversion right there by this offense. Like, cutting the lead now. They're only down by 3. I think this is big because you put some game pressure now on the other side of the football. This offense now knows they have to come out here, score some points, or this could get interesting.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
It's a bang-bang play. You're running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. He wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The play action fake. Here's a hit. And as he throws, intercepted. Oh, what a play.
It's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Penn State. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. First play of the drive wants to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires downfield. Got his man on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Might be calling a hot route. Right down the middle. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take.
Man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Sparks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Sails one into the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
That was the epitome of a chunk play. Sneak gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they'll try to tack on 2. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Takes the easy completion. Oh, he's got some space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Sparks. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Under fire. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Have to put that first down behind them. It's 2nd and goal from the 11. He's got it and still on his feet. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
Short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Keeps looking downfield. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Back's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though this team's going to be leaving here with it now.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Working on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, and it's so hard when you know it's a passing situation. The defense knows that they can pin their ears back, and you got a lead. This offense has no answers right now.
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Well, no surprise to see the special teams, but you thought it might be the punter. Instead, here comes the field goal kicker. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To the air, it's Underwood. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the run, deep down the right side. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their...
The Cowboys will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fletcher. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for space, it's Jordan. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Scrambling away. On the move, he fires. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds space on the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Haynes. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Wide open downfield. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly complete. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Gets it back and leaves it. Makes it past the marker. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Back to pass on second down. On the run, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it on the outside. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. That's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On the ground, it's Haynes. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking for a man, it's Barnett. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And some room to work. Gets it past the marker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Find some fresh air. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Forced out of the pocket. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Works the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Barnes. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him...
There he goes! A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
That's reeled in, it's Bond. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally, don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Barnett. Buying some time. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Wideout trying to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And he made the extra point without problem. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half, and this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself. I'll tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
Pulls it in. It's Moore. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Cowboys! They take the lead with the 6.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
Oklahoma State, 14. Virginia Tech, 7.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Just keeps slinging it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up and he plucked it.
To the air, it's Barnett. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the injury.
Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
tackle is made.
That throw and catch a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Cowboys have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Haynes. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Cowboys! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting a hammer down right now with the lead. And the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the 4th quarter.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A low line drive and short kick. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to. They had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Barnett. Makes the catch, it's Bond. Breaks into the open. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You've got to find a way to get a stop.
Scores on the sneak. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes